It followed on a media release by opposition spokesperson on justice, Donna Scott Motley, who expressed disappointment in the minister's statement, which she says have the potential of undermining the investigative work of the police while fueling public skepticism and opposition to the corruption probe. Mr. Scott Motley says Mr. Chuck acted contrary to his position as Justice Minister.
In my view, he acted as though he was conflicted by the situation and he compromised himself in his interference. Minister Chuck needs to remember that he's no ordinary citizen and his remarks have far-reaching effect. I therefore felt that his comments were not only unfortunate but could be deemed to be interfering in the investigative process and in the judicial process. I think that he should reflect on what he said, apologize, and withdraw the comments. They were misplaced, they were unfortunate, and I'm sure now that he has had an opportunity to think about them, he must deeply regret them.
The People's National Party Youth Organization, PNPYO, went further and is calling on the immediate resignation of the Minister of Justice over his utterances. The youth arm says the statements have eroded any confidence that he will not interfere with the investigation and prosecution of the case. But what exactly did the minister say?
The arrest took place, which looks like Nicodemus in the night. I don't get the impression that these persons are actually running away. They have made themselves available on all occasions. So in fact, if an arrest should have been made, they could easily have been asked to come in so that they could be charged. And in these persons' cases, if they're to be charged, the impression I suspect that they could easily have been granted their own bail, because these are persons, or they could be asked to surrender their travel documents, as the case may be. I think it's unfortunate that it has become so salacious in that, you put so many persons at these people's gate. And it appears in some instances, from the little I've heard, is further search for more material. So it seems like the authorities are still not sure what they're looking for. But then again, you ask the question, as the leader of the opposition has indicated, why are these investigations taking so long? Come to a conclusion. If you don't have the material, report that there's not enough material to charge. But if you go and you charge, be careful that you charge on very limited evidence, with the end result that the cases may not go very far, and that would undermine the sort of confidence that you would have in the institution if you proceed to charge on very limited evidence.
On Thursday, following numerous criticisms, the Justice Minister offered this statement.
Yesterday, in relation to the arrest of Royal Reid, Fritz Pinnock, and others, was inspired by the fact that the media was present at all locations during this early morning raid. My daughter, who is one of the attorneys in the case, she and I lead separate, independent, professional lives. However, as Justice Minister, my comments were inappropriate and I duly withdraw them in their entirety.
Michael Sharp, Frontline News.